non-black people have absolutely no idea how much people actually hate black people.
My obsession with acknowledgement and accountability is not my own, is not rooted solely in childhood trauma and the gaslight of being born in a country where you are the property of your parents until you are 18, and then you are the property of the state or the whole nation. There is something so sinister in the length of the lie, though, in the fact that a government will never come out and say, "You were never supposed to convince us of your humanity." The call for confession is epigenetic. We haven't convinced the United States that we are human. There have been committees and task forces and laws discussing our humanity for more than 400 years. But by the American definition of terms, humanness is defined as whiteness. The entire country is based on the idea of whiteness. If you redefine human to include melanated people, then you have a country with no identity at all. Whiteness is a Mobius strip. The real reason that we have not made progress in 4 centuries is that there is nowhere to go. When the sense of self of the majority of people in a nation is based solely on them being better than a fraction of the population, they cannot talk about their bigotry without unraveling themselves completely. So we write think pieces on cancel culture, on the way Harvey Weinstein and Ellen DeGeneres had their whole lives taken away from them. We obsess over naming and labeling, and we buy things. We buy things from Amazon and IKEA and Dollar Tree and Costco and Temu and Target and Walmart and Shein and Starbucks. We buy things and we are completely incapable of having a conversation, the conversation. The only way we know how to solve a conflict is with a massacre. And if you are going to genocide a group of people, you have to first convince your peers that they are not people at all. Toni Morrison knew this in 1995. She wrote it down for me to find, and I did, after I had already followed the breadcrumbs of James Baldwin and Audre Lorde and snuck my beat-up blue car called Brandy across the dividing line at Eagle Pass. I did not know how fictitious and contingent blackness was until I left. Somehow I had no idea that we were the bricks on which whiteness was built, that they can never acknowledge our humanity or let us leave because we are the literal foundation of their greatness. I was born in the greatest country in the world, and I finally know how and why we are so great. I finally know why it felt like the weight of the world was on my shoulders. Because it was. And they cannot have the foundation of their greatness waking up, getting up and trying to walk away. They cannot have their buildings crumbling like the ones in Gaza City and Rafah. I was right to escape, and I say it to myself every day. Chota, you were right.